We went to Dragonsteel 2023. This is a convention held by the company Dragonsteel, owned by Brandon Sanderson. It's essentially a release party for his books. This year it was for Defiant, the fourth book in the Skyward series. It also, to me, feels like a celebration just of books in general. There's so many authors you can meet. There's a shop just for Dragonsteel with all of the pins and coins and cards and t-shirts and everything for Brandon's books, but then there's also so many other books and authors to meet and books to discover, even some signed books that weren't even at the main Barnes & Noble booth that I came across, and it's also a great place to find fan art. So I wanted to show off some of my favorite things that I got at the convention this year. This is a bookmark from Paradise Planets. I was planning on picking this up at the convention, but I was only able to go the second half of the last day, so they were packing up when I got to them. But I did just get the audiobook of this, so I'll be curious to see how that is.
Uneven breathing prevented her from sustaining a single note that would power up her sonopack.
We got some really nice art for free from one of the authors there that was advertising their book that is coming out, The Doll Makers by Lynn Buchanan. Different people bring these wooden dolls to life. I really like this artwork, and I've been putting it up on my bookshelf. We are excited to read that.
This is the cover of The Doll Makers. I think you guys would enjoy this book. It's got a really fantastic magic system.
Everyone was given these booklets that have like the first chapter, I think, from 4 different books so that you could get a taste of those different books. Howard Lyon was there with the illustrations from Tress. I'm a little obsessed with the book of Tress and the illustrations of it. I was like there at the convention, like for the Tress cup. That was what I wanted. He gave these out for free with his information on that, so that was so pretty. He had so much beautiful artwork. That was all we could get. Another artist there had this one. Again, I love Tress stuff. This one was so cute and so beautiful. There was a lot of other prints that we really liked that we're gonna kind of look for those artists again next year. We did like all of our shopping there for our anniversary and for our Christmas presents to each other. And then this necklace was also a birthday present to me today. But one of my Christmas presents was the collector's coin for Dragonsteel 2023. It says "Air on the side of awesome, Dragonsteel." Then I also got the Edge Dancer coin because I feel like this order most closely fits what the main character I play in a TTRPG would be. Then of course we got our badges. We love the logo for this year's Dragonsteel. One of the fun things that they did, that my husband did, I didn't have time to do this, was you could join the Defiant Defense Force and you'd get this badge. You'd scan this QR code.
Welcome, Cadet, to the DDF. So, I hear you want to become a pilot.
Go on all these different quests.
Rescue efforts are taking place in briefing rooms Roshar, Scadrial 155, and Nalthus 255. We need you to collect photographic intel.
And you'd earn the stickers for it one by one. Every time you passed off one of the challenges, they'd give you these paper airplanes that you could fold of basically the different starships from the Defiant series.
Spaceship origami based on the Skyward books.
And then when he did all of that, he got a pin. He was able to choose from the different starship pins. One of my favorite things was when you went into the shop area with all the merch, they just hand you these tote bags for free. And I love the colors, and it matched the whole look of their bookshop filled with all the leather-bound editions. I also picked up this shirt for Matthew. It's the most Matthew shirt I think I've ever seen. It's like everything in here represents something that he loves, so we had to get that. Fantasy, sci-fi, everything. It was perfect. It's so funny because at conventions you see people wearing the same like t-shirt or hat a lot or something, but this convention was hilarious because everyone was wearing the same ugly Christmas sweater, which was an experience like no other for me. I thought it was hilarious. I was there so late that all the ones in our size were sold out. The Yumi ramen bowl set, super excited about, but it's got the chopsticks and the bowl with, we'll show that design to you more close up. and the chopstick holder and the spoon. I've had a display on my bookshelf fortress with like a collection of cups around it. Basically, since we got that book, you know, I bought a pewter cup to go by it and everything. But I'm so happy to have the official Tress of the Emerald Sea teacup. Microwave safe and dishwasher safe, so also very practical. We did pick up some different signed copies of books. The new illustrated edition of Aragon, signed by Christopher Polini. It has all sorts of beautiful pictures in there. I opened this one on Christmas morning, so that was a lot of fun. You know, we already knew what it was, but... And then I got Matthew this for Christmas, which was the signed edition of Murtaugh. Also, the Barnes and Noble spokesperson, employee that was selling the books was really trying to sell us on buying like 3 different editions of Aragon that all had different special collectors things about them, and it was crazy. Thankfully, I only walked away with one, but it was dangerous there for a second. And then, of course, we got the final book in the Skyward series. I actually haven't read this one yet. I'm going to start at some point. I want to read through all the Stormlight archives this year again. But yes, we got the signed edition of Defiant, and we also got the special limited edition with like the blue-green cover instead of the orange cover. Matthew liked that coloring better, so that was fun. Finally, I had to tell you guys about this project that Dragonsteel has in the works.
What if we build an HQ? He's like, we can't just have an HQ. What if we had a bookstore?
A really awesome bookstore.
So, what if we have events there too?
Yeah, what if you could have your wedding reception at Dragonsteel?
And what if we had some community rooms that people could use to hold their book clubs? And I don't know, I finally had to stop it.
I just keep coming up with things.
So we actually are in the process of purchasing some land, and we want to build a big building that has HQ, bookstore, and events. And then we'll have a couple of other buildings on the property that are retail locations. We might have a game store or a bakery or a
art gallery, maybe, something like that.
When can we expect to see this?
sometime in the next 4 to 10 years.
Obviously, I'm super excited about that. Anyway, that's all I have today. Keep creating and stay ever adventurous. Bye.
A bigger sword than I realized.
Like, so.
Okay.
Hands.
All right, here's the thing you were telling me about last year. Yeah. 10 Soons, discarded dog skull. Oh, an iron spike. Condra True Body.
Very nice miscloak right here.
Oh, whoa, that is kind of cool. With the little emblems. Is that the different symbols?
No, they're all. Oh, wait. No, there are different symbols.
That's cool.
But those are elemental ones.